Promo
All right, welcome back. This episode of the Promo Code Podcast with Jason Gillearn is brought to you by Felipe's Used Sex Toys. All right. So we've all bought sex toys, right? You buy it online, then the Amazon guy shows up the next day and leaves it on your doorstep, along with his phone number because he knows what's in there. But the second after you use it, you feel immediate regret. You start asking yourself questions like, did I really need the extra large dildo? And on that note, why didn't I use lube? Because now I can't even fucking sit down. But there are still more questions about that purchase. Most importantly, you ask yourself, why did I buy this expensive fucking thing in the first place? Just to shove up my ass? You could have just used your fist again. It's free, right? Well, that's the idea behind Felipe's used sex toys, okay? Felipe doesn't want you to have to use your fist, okay? He wants you to use his fist. No. Maybe, who knows? Felipe wants you to purchase one of his inexpensive used sex toys, which, by the way, are all factory refurbished. After they arrive in bulk from brothels all over Bangladesh, he factory refurbishes them himself. Now, he doesn't have a factory, but what Felipe does is he just takes all the sex toys down to the car wash where he works, and he sticks them in the bed of his old Tacoma pickup and then just drives through that fucking thing like 4 or 5 times, which also helps to get rid of the smell, or at least most of it. Anyway, after that thorough washing, your nipple clamps or vibrating inflatable butt plug or whatever sex toy you buy looks brand new. And so does Felipe's Tacoma, by the way, which is nice for him because he also lives in it. Okay, now there is one caveat, okay? You should know that Felipe does not ship these sex toys. Okay, so you're going to need to drive to Felipe's warehouse in Canoga Park to buy one. Okay, again, I want to make very clear for those of you who are not auditory learners or are just high, there is no shipping. Okay, Felipe doesn't have time. Like I said, he works full time at the car wash, and he also has a mobile fruit stand where he sells weed. So he's busy. There are a few other small issues I should mention. So Felipe opens the warehouse at 5 p.m. when he gets off work. So the hours are kind of funky, but he does stay open till midnight. The other issue I think is important to talk about is that Felipe is he's deaf and dumb. Now, I know that's a term that not a lot of young people know. So let's put it this way. If you've seen the movie Nell, Nell with Jodie Foster, well, he's like that, only a little more fucked up. But look, it's not really a problem. You just need to be very clear when you point to the sex toy that you want. Or you might have to play a quick game of charades with him. He loves that. But it's all good. Then he'll smile and grunt a few times and you're good to go. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a heads up so you don't freak out when you see him, because then he'll freak out and then it just gets ugly from there. So just keep it real chill. So yeah, he opens at 5 o'clock during the middle of rush hour, which kind of sucks. But look, if you leave after traffic dies down from, let's say, Santa Monica, which is 20 miles away, it should only take you about 3 hours. So make sure to pack a snack. Now look, I get it. Right now you might be thinking, why would I want to drive all the way to Canoga Park just to buy a sex doll from a gimp? Especially when that sex doll has already been pounded repeatedly and probably raped. Can you even rape a sex doll? I know I can. In fact, I program mine so it demands that I do, because it's the only way I can come. But that's another story. Look, Don't forget the reason you're going is to save money. Sometimes Felipe's used sex toys are up to 80% off the retail price. And that discount is even greater when you steal them, like I do. He's also head of security and he doesn't know what the fuck's going on, so easy money. Anyway, if you choose to make the drive to the valley to visit Felipe, here's the bonus. If you're not sure if a certain sex toy is right for you, you can actually try it out right there in the fucking warehouse. Felipe doesn't give a shit. Now, if you feel uncomfortable or unsure about trying it out because you're thinking, what if someone sees me? Don't worry, okay? There are no cameras inside or outside of the building anymore. They were taken down by court order a few years ago when Felipe got busted. So again, no one is going to see you insert those anal beads besides Felipe. On that note, if you decide to try one out and you happen to turn around and Felipe is watching you and beating off, just let it go, okay? You don't want to make any sudden movements which could startle him because just like the Incredible Hulk when he gets pissed off, that happens to Felipe only in this case with a lot more sperm flying everywhere, okay? So if you see him beating off, just let him finish. You'll just have to hope that before you got there that he had already popped 5 times that day at the car wash. So keep your fingers crossed. So anyway, Felipe's business has been open for 4 years, and in that time, only 12 customers have gotten hepatitis B from using one of his toys. And one of those people was Felipe himself. And, since he's barely even human, that's basically 11. And of those 4 years, one was a leap year. So that still makes 11, but the infection rate is declining. Oh, and one guy got AIDS, but that dude drew blood while using the toy. Plus, they're saying he could have contracted it from a toilet seat at a dentist office after he fucked a mosquito in the ass. So that one's tough to prove. Go to Felipe's website, Felipe's Used Sex Toys, and type in the promo code NELL Carter. You're going to get 50% off one used hazmat suit. And you're going to fucking need it. All right, check out irishcomic.com. Also, check out another podcast I do called Jason Gillearn's Chatbot. Please rate and review the podcast and hit that fucking donate button if you're very cool. And thank you always for listening to the Promo Code Podcast with Jason Gillearn.
I'm a